Alrighty folks, this is Lurch from Ireland Gaming and welcome back to another episode of From the Depths. I'm here to bring you a very quick episode on turret stacking. Now this is an interesting idea that was introduced to me by our very own Zorbaldus. She posted a great tutorial on the forums showing how this is done, and I thought I would put it in video form for you guys and show off a few examples I've come up with. Now let's start with the basic concept. If you place turret blocks mounted above each other, like so, get a one-axis turret, pop you in there, go back to editing the hull, pop another one in here, and another one, get back to the hull, in new object, here. And if you place them above each other, like you see, you can then use light blocks to extend their range vertically. And this can allow you to build some pretty creative turrets. This one you see here is mounted with a varying degree of different barrels on an AA mantlet on top. But I'm going to build another one and let you see just how I put it together. Now, the most compact way I've found of building this little sort of pre-stack thing is put the local weapon controller on the side here. You can then attach a wireless receiver and a failsafe, or you can just attach the AI directly, as I've done here. It is wise to use a target prioritization card and separate AIs for each gun to make the most out of this turret stacking method. By doing this, we can configure the guns to shoot at different targets and make the most of any varied weapon configurations you might have. Now, I'm going to start building a turret. I've got some prefabs set up already, and let's start with this turret stack that I built before. I do need to put this directly on top here. And lump. Now, this is a very simple cannon. There's 6 autoloaders on each side, all 1 meters. There's max gauges and just as many coolant thingies as I could squeeze in. It's got a 3x3 mantlet. I have to set it to the amount of barrels I want, which is 3. And then we have to set up our ammo router, or our ammo, to go in. In we go. And that needs 32 ammo inputs to keep it fed. So that's going to tick up nicely, and now we want to get to the next turret. This can take a little minute because I want to get to the right turret for the job. This is all these other ones here. Okay, right. We're at the bottom one on the list. I want to get to the next one up, so if we press the right square bracket on your keyboard again, you can switch between spinners. Whenever you switch to them this way, it puts you directly above them where they start, and this is really useful for actually getting that first block placed, especially whenever you're putting them on top of each other like this. Now, I've got myself a light block selected, and what we want to do is just go upwards until we get to somewhere that we can see out. Now remember, light blocks are able to pass through other blocks, so this is quite an expensive method, but it's wise to, where possible, use non-light blocks, because they can, well, they're very explosive. And one of the key problems with these sort of designs is turret pop. And oh goodness, I didn't want to do that. Go away, that was easy. Turret pop is a real genuine concern for something like this, so trying to mitigate that wherever you can is a good idea. Now, this is a little missile array that I put together that fits quite nicely on top here, and it's on its own local weapon controller. Now we want to go to the next turret, and that is the one on the top, which is not the one we want, so we have to go back the way through the list, and we're back at the bottom. Now we get another light block and go all the way up to the very top. And I want to put a metal block on top here, because I think I have done this prefab here. I think I forgot to name it, as the very top one that you see on the other tower there. So this should cap this one off nicely. And there we have cannons with missiles. So let's configure this to have 6 barrels like it's supposed to and get its ammo input set up. You are assigned to all, and that is a new turret stack. Get our AI set up here as well. Now, what you want to do now is configure your target prioritization cards, and this lets you set them up to attack different things. Now, this one at the top is obviously an AA turret, so we want it, it's the one at the bottom, remember, because we built them upside down. We want that one to target altitude, high priority, so that'll aim at air targets first, and that'll mean that it has something different to shoot at. Now this one in the middle is our missiles, and it doesn't really have to worry about hitting anything in particular. Maybe aim for slower targets. Yeah, just slower, very simple missiles. And the last one we'll put to prioritize high speed targets, because it's got a while it's got slow firing rate, it should have high velocity shells because it's firing a piece of bows. So the last thing to do is, well, probably armor up the bottom here, so I'm going to do that quickly. Okay, there we have it. A nice little stack of turrets. Well, I say little. Some nasty ass cannons. Spawn some stuff in and see what happens. Thunder, planes, got a couple of dusters on the go. Sky Viper, Orca. Yeah, lots of nice things to shoot at. And you'll see the turrets should start targeting all sorts of different things. Now, you do have to worry about barrels colliding and stuff like that and shooting each other, so do bear that in mind when you're designing your turrets. I mean, you could go with AA mantlets and have barrels on the side coming up on either side and stuff like that, but this is a good way to make, you know, add a bit of diversity to a single turret stack, and give the ability to target different things without really hampering your ability to shoot stuff. So, I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Any likes, subs, comments are really, really awesome. I love hearing from you guys, and I read every single comment. I do my very best to reply to them all. I'm going to leave you here with a little bit of a sort of quickly cut together montage of this little turret stack blowing stuff up. I'm not going to upload this to the workshop, but I am going to upload a blueprint for you guys, and there'll be a link in the video description. As always, take it handy and have a bloody good day.